Yo, what's up, everybody? Um, Dude, it's been so long since I actually done like an actual fucking deck profile and for Yu-Gi-Oh! I think the last time I did it was like what 2018, 2017. Yeah, it's been a long ass time. We did that one. We had like a Ghost Trick deck profile. It was probably like the latest thing I've ever fucking done. But 5, 6 years later, we're kind of back into the game. Ever since Master Duels came out, we kind of got back into the game to kind of learn more about the mechanics, such as the whole linking mechanic that we got. I was still trying to get used to it. I still couldn't really get used to it, but I mean, we have like a dino deck that utilizes link summoning and whatnot. But we have a deck that can kind of utilize link, but not as much. But we still can do well synchro summonings. And the deck we got is well Swordsoul. It was a deck that pretty much got me interested in kind of going back to you and kind of play a little bit more competitively. And then now that I have a viable job, I can actually get cards that I need to make it a little bit more viable. Um, but yeah, I guess we probably just get started, so I won't hesitate. I would try to kind of mention some shit that you can probably add into this deck that I myself need to still consider. Here, 1 second. Don't mind me, I'm just drinking. But yeah, we'll get into that later. But for now, let's just kind of go into the main and then extra, and then we can kind of go a little bit on the side deck and even some potential side deck options that you can go for. Hopefully this is right. So I think it's usually standard for Swordsoul Tenyi. This guy, we got triple Swordsoul Moi. Pretty much is one of your best starter whenever he is when she's normal summon or special summon. You can reveal another one with Swordsoul card in your hand to a special summon token. Then whenever it's used as a sync material, you can draw a card. It's fucking fantastic. It's one of the best extenders you can go for. Next one, triple, as I call it, Long John or Longion. Is a level 6. You can pretty much reveal in your hand to having your hand reveal another warm Swordsoul card, I think. And you can special summon him and a level 4 token. Same thing as this one. The tokens are all tuners, essentially. So for Moi, you can go for a quick level 8. For Long John, you can literally go for a level 7. I mean, oh my god, what the hell am I saying? A level 10. A lot of people I usually try to use him to kind of go into Baron to kind of bait out Nibiru. Because, I mean, this shit special summons a shit ton. And then whenever you use him as synchro material, you just burn your opponent for 1200. So it's pretty good like that for closing out games OCK. Next triple, Ecclesia. Ecclesia is really good because you can literally special summon, like whenever, like if you have it on the field, you can use it as a quick effect to special summon any like Swordsoul monster. You can go for Moi or another card, Taya, or Taya, however the fuck you want to pronounce it. If you have like a Swordsoul card in grave to banish to get a token, it's pretty good. She can special summon herself if the opponent controls more monsters, so you can use that shit to bait out. Ecclesia is really good. And if I've seen in other builds, you can actually use her as a line for fucking what's that called? Oh yeah, I forgot what they call it, but I'll remember it eventually. But it's really good. Usually when at triple. Taya, I usually have this one at 2. Taya, whenever you can just banish any Swordsoul card, even spells or traps, to special summon token. Really fucking good. Really fucking good. And then whenever this one's used as single material, you can send a worm to the graveyard. It can be good for summon, which is an amazing fucking spell card that you can have. This is a Tenyi package. Triple, I think it's Shuna. Yeah, Shuna. Allows itself. All Tenyi usually has the respectful effect with that if you control no effect monsters, or I guess no monsters at all, you can just special summon it from your hand. And then this one allows you to pretty much, whenever you control a non-effect monster, clean tokens. Banish it, you can special summon any Tenyi from your deck. It's really fucking good. The only thing is about that is that it locks you into only special summoning worms. But this fucking deck is just all worms, so I mean it's not too much of a big deal, but it has some restrictions. This one I seen people running double, but for now I only got Bushuda, triple Bushuda. Pretty much all, like for this one, when you banish him from the graveyard, when you control, you can literally bounce any card on the field. It's level 7, looking good for single fodder with the other card, which is Ad Hara. This one I run at 2. Ad Hara is a tuner of the Tenyis that I got, level 1. Same effect as special summon. But what's really useful about Ad Hara is that if you control, like I said, a non-effect monster, banish him. If you have any like worm or any other banished cards in your banishment zone, whatever the fuck, you get to add it. I usually like to add it for any Swordsoul or any worms to activate my other Swordsoul, because you need to have a worm usually in response to effects, otherwise you have a mistiming. And then you got the one Shitana. This one's goes well if you have as protection, and also as a level 4 for single fodder. The protection that it provides mainly is if you have a link 1 non-effect as like monk. You know, if it's destroyed by battle, by card effect, you can banish this card either from your graveyard or from your hand to pretty much special summon that card that was destroyed by that effect, destroy a card, special summon the other one. It's really good. I actually like Shitana. The red Tenyi is also really good against monster effects, which I kind of want to consider, but I don't know yet. I'm still kind of going to it. Let's see what else we got. Not the other shit. Ringworm. I only have 2 of them because I can't afford. I was able to get one. I was able to ask a couple of friends of mine for trades for these 2 ringworms. It's literally a level 2 dragon tuner that you can special summon if you control a non-effect monster that includes fucking tokens. So if you have your Swordsoul tokens in there, you can special summon it straight off your fucking hand. It's a level 2. If it is used as single summon, you can literally banish him from the graveyard to special summon an apple token, which is a level 2 and it's a fucking worm, so it gives you even more plays you can go with. And also what's cool about that is like it doesn't actually like fuck you over if you use a student's effect, because it's a worm. So it gives you a level 2 worm token. Not only that, that worm token can either count as a tuner and a non-tuner, so it gives even more play. So like say you can use like Cold Dragon, which is a tuner. You can make him a non-tuner, go for in level A like that, and you get a draw. It's fucking powerful. Let me see. Is this okay? This is the monsters that I have currently. I'm still thinking of either running Ash Blossom at 2 or 3 for this by reducing the amount of Bushudas in this deck. Potentially, I don't know about Ecclesia, but I mean there's other stuff here that I'm still trying to fuck around with. We can go into the spells a little bit. Okay, for the spells, let's see what we got. For some reason, I only have 2 fucking Swordsoul emergence. It's a Rhoda. Allows you to search any Swordsoul card from your deck, pretty much. Or I think, also another thing is if you have a worm monster, a worm synchro, I think you can search any worm. So you can even add a Tenyi if you wanted to. I'm still trying to get the another one so you can venture it, because this is like essential for this fucking deck. One Summit. Summit allows you to, if you, I think it just lets you special summon a Swordsoul from your grave. But if you control him, if you control a synchro, you can special summon any worm monster. I believe it's really fucking good. I had that one for a searcher, because you can do some stupid ass combos with Taya. What else? One punishment has been kind of helpful for me. If you control a single monster, I think it's a worm synchro, you can tie 1 card and banish it on your opponent's side. And then it has a really good recovery effect where you can banish a single monster in your graveyard to add this back to your hand. This is good fodder for Longyuan and fucking Moye, because they literally, to have their effects resolve, you need to have another Swordsoul card or monster in your hand to actually like to send to pitch. So it's good to have that. I have that. Just it can also potentially be a side deck. I'm not fucking. It's whatever. What else? Double Heavenly, good for pretty much baiting out impermanence. That's really the main thing, or any type of targeting. You can just tribute a worm to add another worm. And if it's I don't really use the other effect too much, where you tribute, like, if you tribute a non-effect worm monster, you can special summon the monster that you surge, but its effects negated. I don't really use it too much so far. I'm not really too sure how that would work, but I mean, it's there. And then it has another secondary effect where you can banish it if you could, and to add like another Tenyi to your hand from your deck. I think it's like if you control a non-Tenyi, a non, we call it effect monster. 1, 2, 3. Book of Eclipse. Book of Eclipse has been seeing a lot of play recently to stop fucking stupid ass boys. It literally flips them all fucking face down. Unfortunately, by the end phase, if the opponent still has those cards, the flip face down, they draw the number that are flipped. But at the end of the day, you're just stopping them from having a fucking field of negates, interruptions for your next turn. This is really good. I have it at triple. It could be also potentially a side deck, but we're keeping this, main decking it. 2, Dark Ruler Moors is another side deck option that you could have. I main deck it in case you're going second. Doesn't Tenyi? I feel like Tenyi also can either go first or second with it, because shit like this, and then the amount of plays you can have with Tenyi support, you can really fuck up your opponent pretty badly. Dark Soul, if you activate it, all monsters your opponent controls face up on the field or just negate it. And they cannot activate any monster effects. They have to only activate spells and traps. Most of the time, they're gonna have just a bunch of fucking monsters with shit interruptions that they got. This stops it. The only downside with Dark Ruler is that you can't do damage at all. But most of the time, when you activate it, your opponent ain't got shit to do. So it's kind of, it's good to have. Is that the field? Okay, we still got two more. We got the Vessel. Really good card to common. If you can send I think it's just any worm monster from your deck to the grave, and if you control a effect monster or non-effect worm, I forgot, you can then add a Tenyi card to your hand. Really fucking good if you have your monk on the field. I don't know if is that for spells? Let me see. Oh no. Triple tactics, talents. Usually you have some stupid ass effect. Monster effects activate during your main phase. Gives you the option to draw 2, take control, or look at your opponent's hand to literally just hand look that shit. I'm still thinking of trying to get a fucking triple tactic thrust to search out this or any other card, because that's also really useful, but we're still thinking about it, still experimenting. Is that the spell lineup? No. One Pot of Desires. I don't have another one. This is the only one I have so far, so running it, because some of the banish effects for that, one of the fucking synchros gives it power, and if you banish shit, you use this effect to banish more shit, so keep it like that. What else? Traps. I think it's double impermanence. Maybe trying to level up that to 3 of them. It's really good for interruptions, for going either first or even second. So keep that in mind. And then 1 punishment. Punishment is a useful tool for banishing or searching out with Chi-Shao. Chi-Shao can either add it or banish it. If you banish the blackout, you can special summon a token, a level 4 tuner token. If you just add it, you potentially have another interruption for your opponent, where you can target a 1 monster to pop 2 cards that your opponent controls. Really fucking useful. Next, not side deck. That's your last. Extra deck. You need some tokens. Of course, you need some fucking tokens. So I just got these guys. some scapegoat tokens. Some motherfuckers got like flashier ones, but you know, I ain't bougie like that. Anyways, so we got lineup. We got only one Chi-Shao. I need to get another one because 2 Chi-Shaos is fucking good. It allows you to search when upon synchro summoning or banish, and then he has the effect to literally negate a monster effect, quick effect. 1 Baron. I'll put you face down so keep your motherfuckers secret. 1 Baron. Core Dragons, level 6 tuner, allows you to pop a card by discarding, and then when he leaves the field, you can draw a card. Really fucking good with Wingworm. Boxio, I think I have double Boxio. When a single summon, why are you here? Draco is really useful for literally just banishing a monster and just for field wipes, level 8. I know Boxio's in here somewhere, but we'll worry about it later. Supreme. This one's really fucking good. In combination with Chi-Shao. Whenever you banish a card, you can just banish like 2 cards from the field. 1 from the field, 1 from the graveyard. Keep him there. Gains like 100 attack for each banish from each side of the field, so he's a fucking powerhouse. And if he would be destroyed by battle, by card effect, you can banish a card. So he's really useful for protection. Sinister is really fucking good, level 10, for pretty much banishing spells and special summon monsters. And then if you single summon a worm, you get to draw a card off of his effect, so it's really good. The other Boxio, yay, 2 Boxios, literally just spin depending on the amount of attributes that you use. And then he has the other effect where you can target a card you control on the field, destroy it, and special summon a level 4 low monster from your grave. Be wary though, if you use a Shuna's effect, you're locked into only special summoning into worms. Use him to you can even use him to extend to Chaofeng for negations. Zadaman, I don't really summon him as much, but he's an option for a Omni negate for spells and traps. So I mean, keep him there for that reason. Yahtzee is really good if you use Tayo to banish a spell, Swordsoul spell to reduce the level. You can do that. And he's good if you can go into Yahtzees to negate spells and docs. In that case, if you use him as a material. Metaphors Horus is a level 6. Use him to usually negate a monster effect, and use to extend to a level 10 synchro. Let's see. Monk on the Tenyi, Monk on the Tenyi, and should I have a Shaman's here somewhere? Yes, Shaman. Level 2 requires 2 worms. Remember to use the ringworm tokens, also worm on the field, so you can use that one as material for Shaman. Discard a card, especially summon a worm monster. If you do that though, any monster specimen from the extra deck can activate their effects, so be wary of that. And then of course the Chaofeng. Still some changes you can probably make with this is I'm still trying to find a room for Chaos Angel level 10. Probably remove this guy, but I'm still kind of figuring that shit out eventually. Lastly, side deck. I got 2 Nibiru's. Found that at a locals. Was able to trade for it. Really fucking useful. Non-fusion area for fucking any fusion deck like fucking Brandon, Tail Elements, really good. Another thing for against Tail Elements, triple actually. D Crow, really fucking good. Appointment, get some information out of your fucking opponent. This hurts me a little bit, but I mean it's kind of good against players. There should be 2 of these fucking Imperial Iron Walls, but I don't fucking know. NC Spell Fragrance, really good against decks that revolves around spells, such as fucking Sky Strikers. I know I have Shadow Imprisonment Mill, but I mean, literally Chaofeng kind of acts as that, but it just kind of gives you more support. And 3 other cards here. This is supposed to be Drill and Lockbird. It allows pretty much as soon as your opponent touches some shit, you activated it, they can't search anymore. Really good. way, and seems to be the most prominent shit in the meta currently. Other really good extra deck options, I mean side deck options, are probably like any of the shit that things that negates anything that banishes. I forgot what that one goes. Lightning Stone is really good. Sonic Claw is really good. Probably against like fucking Kashtira is pretty good. Or any like what do you call it? Oh my god, I'm out of it, bro. Lava Golden Spear mode, anything like that to kind of get rid of that material. Evenly Match is kind of seeing some play against Pearlies. You can use like XYZ Encore to get rid of materials against the fucking boss monster. But I mean, we were still experimenting here right now, especially the same thing with the fucking extra deck and main deck. But currently, that's what we got so far. Like I said, the draw, we'll get it eventually. Another thing I was thinking though is just World Decree against Labyrinth, but I mean it's not too hard of a matchup. But that's what we got so far. Eventually, we'll try to once I get everything packed up, we can try to do an updated deck profile for Swordsoul, because this is definitely kind of a work in progress. But I mean, my fucking roommates be saying like, "Oh man, your fucking deck is like OP as shit, bro." It's like, I mean, what the fuck? I can't do anything, even going first or second. It's like, that's what the deck does. Another tech option to add, which I've been seeing a lot lately, is fucking small worlds. The only thing is, I fucking hate small worlds because it's like complicated as fuck for me to memorize lines. But there are some stupid ass lines you can do, and it even gives you the option to add Ringworm, because Ringworm is not even a searchable fucking target. Not only that, you can even search out specific hand traps with small worlds. It's $5, $6 if you want to one triple. It's probably like running like $15 if you try to find it. Find someone to trade it for. I think it's a good auction for the main deck. Go for it. So far, I'm okay with it as it is. And I'm trying to build another fucking deck as it is. Hopefully by like a month or so, I'll probably have that made. Just trying to ask some people out. It's the fucking Vsauce Manilidium deck. It's another synchro heavy. But yeah, this is the deck I'll be running mainly for competitive play. So still fucking fun. If you want to see any other deck profiles or any type of Yugioh guides, even combo videos, test hands with this, let me know. I'm glad to help out, and even some local plays. I'm down for that. But yeah, this has been fun. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all take care and peace out. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Peace.